Hi camera, first things first. Today's book recommendation is The Adventures of Tintin. Just the whole series. It's a good series. Read it. So today is Writing Prompt Monday, and so I was like, hey, I need to make a writing prompt. I should probably think of that before the video. Ha ha ha! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But then I remembered that I haven't been keeping up with my advent calendar since the last time I opened it during a video, which I think was the 7th. So I just have a lot of chocolate to eat. Oh darn, my life is so hard. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up each of the days up until today, which is the 23rd, and I'm just going to think of a writing prompt off the top of my head for each of the days based on, like, the picture. So what I'm saying is I'm going to give you a lot of very bad writing prompts today. So, like I said, we're starting on the 7th, and it's chocolate, and the chocolate is... if it will motherfucking open, it is a snowman. It is a snowman. And so, And so going with the theme of the sleigh and the snowman, today's first writing prompt, I guess, will be about a police force in a city that is made entirely of ice and snow. There are no metal buildings, they're just all built out of the snow that perpetually falls on the city. So the 8th is like the number 8 and a shamrock and a card, so on it, and the chocolate is, I'll eventually stop dropping them in my lap, is a squirrel holding a nut. So, the second writing prompt is a story about Lucky the Squirrel, who is trying to find enough acorns to feed his family of 8, despite the fact that he lives in the middle of Manhattan, and where the fuck is he supposed to find nuts? So the 9th is a teacup. It's a very nice number 9 on a nicely drawn teacup. That is a well done. Good job, artist who drew that teacup. And the chocolate is a heart. Aw, it's a Valentine. And so, the third writing prompt is to write a dialogue between this man and the woman he loves, just talking about stuff over tea, and he's trying to convince this woman to run away to Paris with him. Why did I make it Paris? I don't know. The number 10 is a bicycle. A bicycle on a violet background. And if I can open the thing, thank you. And we'll take the chocolate now, thank you. And it's a present. I dropped it. I was trying not to, but I did. It's a present within this thing with the bicycle on the lilac background. So, your fourth writing prompt will be... the fourth writing prompt will be about little Jimmy, who on his 5th Christmas receives a bicycle. Only the year is 2500, and who actually uses a bicycle anymore, Mom and Dad? Are you out of your mind? The number 11 appears to be a nice cake. Or a hat. No, it's a cake. I was right the first time. It's a cake, and the chocolate has appeared to have fallen out. Oh dear. Oh dear. And it is a... it's either a poinsettia or a 4-leaf clover. I'm not really sure which. And so, your 5th writing prompt will be... about 12-year-old Charlotte, who lives in the Field of Cakes, which, despite being a tourist attraction, is one of the poorest areas in all of the state of West Virginia, in Magic Land. I don't know why Magic Land has a state called West Virginia, but it does. And it has the Field of Cakes within it, and despite being a tourist attraction, it is very poor. She's not in danger of starving, but she is kind of in danger of malnutrition, because, like, if you have nothing but cake to eat, it's not great. There aren't a lot of vitamins and minerals in cake most of the time, even if it did grow from the ground in Magic Land. The number 12 is here, and it's a chess piece in front of a chessboard. And we open the chocolate, and we discover that it is, come on, there we go. It is a boot. It is a boot. And so, your 6th writing prompt will be, about Johnny the Boot, a poor little boy in Shoe City whose only pleasure in life is playing chess with the old men in the park. And they're like young, high-heel wives. Number 13 is right here, and it's a fishbowl. And we're opening it. And, oh, I dropped it. Oh dear. Well, at least that one didn't resist coming out. And it's... what is this? It appears to be an amorphous blob. So, I guess your number 7 writing prompt is... write a war novel about the 13-day war between the amorphous blobs and the goldfish. The number 14 is a little doggy on an orange background. And the chocolate for this little doggy on the orange background is a sleigh, which carries presents. So, write a poem from the perspective of this little doggy, who is in Santa's sleigh and on his way to be delivered. Only he was raised in the North Pole. How is he supposed to live in Texas? The number 15 is a typewriter on a green background, and the paper coming out of the typewriter reads, Dear Santa, 15! Because, you know, the 15's really big and the Dear Santa bit's small. You got it. You got it. I'm sure you did. And it's a flower. So, write a poem from the perspective of the little girl named Rose, who is going to receive this puppy and lives in Texas. The number 16 appears to be a golden convertible jalopy on a purple background. And the chocolate is it's a teddy bear, I think. So, since when I think of a yellow old car, all I can think of is The Great Gatsby, rewrite The Great Gatsby, but with teddy bears instead of horrible, horrible racist people. I don't know, why not? The 17, which is conveniently placed right above the 16, is a trumpet on a blue background. And I'm going to pop the chocolate out, and whee! There we go. Yeah, I caught it. And it's a log cabin in what appears to be snow, despite it being chocolate. So your 11th writing prompt will be about a young Miss Tallulah. She's Miss Tallulah because she's telling this in past tense. She's actually like 70, but she was like 6 when the story took place. And write about her time looking into the jazz hut when she was living in Norway. Norway most likely had at least one jazz hut 70 years ago, so I think I'm safe. The number 18 is this artist's palette with paintbrushes going through the little thumb hole, and the chocolate is... I'm gonna figure this out, I swear. Yeah, I can't figure out what the chocolate is. So your 12th writing prompt is going to be about... Your 12th writing prompt is going to be about Carson, a struggling painter in the Bronx. Oh, what happens to her? She's kidnapped by one of Santa's elves because apparently the North Pole has organized crime. I just remembered I have a friend named Carson. Merry Christmas. The number 19 is a hot air balloon. And so we're going to open the chocolate, and it's going to be a candle. So, yeah. Write the story of Candela in Oz, a young candle who finds itself swept away along with Dorothy Gale's house, and it actually continues to live there for the rest of its life. It builds a small family, and they open up a match shop. Thinking of writing prompts is hard, okay? Number 20 is a top hat. And the chocolate within this top hat thing is... It's vaguely O-shaped, so I'm going to go with it being a wreath. So, your 14th writing prompt is going to be about... Your 14th writing prompt is going to be about Sir Topham Hatt's granddaughter, who makes a wreath for him for Christmas in arts and crafts. And he accepts it, but, like, with a fake smile. You know, the smile you have when you, like, accept gifts from small children, and it's like a macaroni art or something, and you know that they really put a lot of work into it, so you're like, oh, it's nice! And you, like, keep it for a few weeks, and then you throw it away. It's that, but it's on the island of Sodor. Your 21st, chocolate is a drum with, like, stars on it. It's red, white, and blue. It's not meant to be patriotic, but it is red, white, and blue. Other countries are red, white, and blue. And it's a bell. So, write a story about Lil Bell, a puppy in South Carolina, and her heroic journey to not live in South Carolina anymore. The 22nd chocolate is this golden plane here on the light green background. And the chocolate within this plane-based design fell out onto the floor. And the chocolate is... It's a man on the telephone. Conceivably, he is talking to his relative. So, I guess that your 15th writing prompt is going to be about... For your 16th writing prompt, write the dialogue over the phone between a man who is about to fly across the Pacific in a homemade plane to Paris, and his brother, who is trying to talk him out of it, because that's a horrible idea. And finally, the 23rd chocolate is on this banner being held by a man riding a horse. And it's all very green, and we open it, and it's something. Oh, it actually came out. It's a Christmas tree. That's nice. So, write a story about a horse whose master is riding out into the forest to get a Christmas tree for his family, who he loves very much. See? One of them's not about poverty or stupidity. And then, what happens to the horse? The man falls and breaks his leg, and the horse takes him home, and because of that, the horse gets a medal. Thank you, that is all. I will talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.